Beauty Dish. Thank you for joining me for my February haul video. If you're new to my channel, I will explain what's going on here. Every month I do a video where I show you every makeup and beauty thing I bought and tell you exactly what I spent in the previous month. In this case, the month of February. So I've been doing this since September, and I do it because I think it's really important to remember and to have a dialogue about the price of beauty and what goes on as we kind of deal with the lust for products and, wanting to try the newest things and what we actually need, to sort of present ourselves to the world in the way that we want to or the way that we're expected to. And I think it's really easy to watch beauty videos on YouTube and to just start imagining like, wow, she must shop all the time, or how does she buy all this makeup, and on, and you never really know what someone's circumstances are or what's going on behind the scenes. So it doesn't really help to speculate, but you can get in your own head, and I think it's kind of useful for me to show you exactly what goes on in my life and how I deal with what I want and what I need, and how I decide what's really important and what's worth it to me and what I prioritize. And I'm always trying to be mindful of my spending and not just like go crazy in the makeup and beauty world, because it would be so easy to do. So that's really the gist of these monthly haul videos, and it's also nice for me to kind of show you what I've got, and you can ask me questions or ask for reviews or demos on certain things, and I think that's really great too. Now, the one other interesting thing going on is that in January and February I decided to do a no-buy, especially a makeup no-buy. I knew it would be kind of impossible for me to not buy a single beauty-related item, so I said, well, if there's skincare that I need, or then I'll get it. But it also turns out that I am incredibly practical, and I can't just make an arbitrary rule and stick to it if it doesn't seem practical to me. So when there were things that I knew I was going to buy, or that I actually needed in the moment, and they were on sale, or there was a good deal or an offer, then I bought it, and I think that is definitely the right decision. Something I wanted that was limited edition in January, I bought it, and I don't regret that. But I'm not the best person on a no-buy, but I really did kind of recalibrate my shopping and my spending. In November and December there are so many sales, and I think it's good to do a lot of your makeup purchasing when things are on sale. I really do. But I needed to step back and sort of, reset everything. So that's what I did in January and February, and I was in January. I will link to my January haul video below so you can check it out. I did not do awesome, but still, it's been a very useful exercise, and this month I feel pretty good about what I did, so I'm gonna get right to it. I am a subscriber to Ipsy, so I always like to start off with that. So I did a whole review and demo with my Ipsy products from the February bag, which was this one. So I'll link that below if you want to see what I got. But that was $10. So first makeup beauty item of the month was my Ipsy. Next, I ran out of my holy grail face cleanser, which is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I absolutely love this stuff, and I try my darndest to only buy it when I can get a free gift. So, I'll like Google and find, the store, whoever knows where. I actually got this one at Belk, which is a department store in the South, so I will find the store that is offering the free gift so I can buy my cleanser. And that's what I did, and I got a nice little free gift with it, which I've totally dismantled. I'm sorry, but it was good. So it's nice to get the bonus, and their free gift was sort of like a low purchase price, so this is the only thing I had to buy, free shipping, nice. And because I just forgot to say it, that Clinique cleanser was $28.50. Okay. I have been really into false lashes, and I'm not wearing them today because I am out of them, and I've got like an order coming my way very soon, but I'm out of false lashes. But earlier in February I was running low, and I wanted to get some more and practice. That's a beauty resolution of mine this year, to get really great at applying false lashes. So CVS had them buy one get one 50% off, so I got a couple pairs of those, which I've already worn, so I can't show you. But I also picked up the Revlon Lash Glue, which of course I have not yet used, but I saw this on Emily Noel's blog and she said it was great, so I got it. And this was $5, and the lashes were, one pair was $5, the other was half off, so it was $2.50. Alright, I also sort of had kind of just a mini like freak out, I think, at some point midway through the month, and I just kind of needed to go buy some drugstore makeup. I didn't need it, but I think I was just so itching. I was just itching. I don't know. It was just one of those things. And I had a $2 extra bucks coupon from buying floss at CVS, and I wanted to use that before it expired. So here's what I got. I got the Lashout Butterfly Mascara from L'Oreal, which has this rubber brush with a funky shape that's like a butterfly wing, and it's okay. I'll talk about it later. Or you can ask me in the comments. I don't know. It's okay. I also got the L'Oreal Extraordinaire kind of glossy lip cream lip stain in the color Purple Prelude, which I really do like. I don't so much like it by itself. It does not have really great opacity, Melissa, opacity or coverage on my lips, but I do like it over certain lipsticks, so this is nice. But because of the deal with the L'Oreal products, you know, like at CVS you get extra bucks, and I'm looking at my whole itemized list of purchases to tell you. I used a $4 off coupon because it was like, you know, you scan your card, and I got $4 off any $12 beauty purchase. Then I used my 2 extra bucks. Then I got 5 extra bucks back, so I'm figuring all that out. So for these 2 products, it came to $9.50 for both of them. Okay, so of course, since I had 5 extra bucks, I had to go get something else at CVS, and I had to have my favorite black liquid liner, the Milani Eye-Tech Extreme, and I paid regular price for this, although I used my extra bucks, but I counted that in the other stuff, so we can't count that twice. This was $8.79, maybe? $8.79. And because I needed some lotion, and CeraVe was buy one get one half off at CVS. This stuff is rarely on sale, and I think I've been waiting over a month for a sale on CeraVe, and I got the Renewing SA Cream. This is like the heavy duty, I believe salicylic acid is what the SA is for, but it's for like really rough skin, so elbows, knees, and feet. And so I have this enormous tub which will last me for like 3 years that I put on my feet every day, and it's really nice. So the other thing I got, oh, and that one, that's expensive stuff, and I like it. I think it's probably worth the high price, and it's $21.99. So that's what I paid for the cream. And then for my half off, I got the CeraVe Moisturizing Lotion. I ran out of my Curel Itch Defense Lotion, and I needed something else, and the Curel wasn't on sale, but this was. And I had just seen that morning when I was going to go to CVS, I saw a video by Angie of Hot and Flashy talking about this as great for dry skin, and she's so right. It's great because it is light as a feather. It doesn't hang on your skin and feel greasy when you're trying to put on your pants and you're greasy, and that's bad. It absorbs, but it works. It's really nice, really good quality, unscented, no frills kind of lotion. So that came to $7.64. Alright, moving on. I bought a few beauty items at Target, and they had a, again, buy one get one half off special on the Shea Moisture line. I don't remember if it was all Shea Moisture, but it was this new line which is Tahitian, Noni, and Monoi. So this is a really hydrating silicone sulfate free line, and Curly Wavy Diane on YouTube did a whole review of all these products, and she loves them, just by and large, loved pretty much all of them. Highly recommended this, and when it comes to hair, I take her word as gospel. So, and she mentioned the sale, and it was on sale at my Target, so I got the conditioner, just the basic conditioner, and the Smooth and Repair Conditioning Shampoo. It's for wavy, curly, and frizzy hair, and I have not even tried it yet, but I'm really trying to get other shampoos in the mix with my favorite Pureology, because I don't want my hair to get bored of Purology and stopped responding to it. So I've got that in the mix now. And let's see, the price for those, they're a good mid-range line actually. So I paid $9.99 for one and then $5 for the other one, so $15 total for those. And I have to mention another thing I got at Target, because I told Lynette from La Beauty Bag, she featured this on one of her videos. It was the L'Oreal Volumizing Spray. They have a new volumizing line, and this was just like, you know, put it at your roots kind of spray for volume. And I told her I went out and got it at Target, and I just didn't like it, and I returned it. It was only $4, and I felt kind of silly returning it, but I had to go back to Target anyway, so that's what happened with that. Alright, at some point in the month, I went to Sally's, Sally Beauty Supply, and I needed a new brush for blowing. Forgive me if there's hair in here. It is so hard to get it all out. I'm gonna put this away. I needed a new brush for blow drying my hair. I have to smooth it out because I do still have kind of textured hair, and the one I have is just gross. It's just falling apart, and like these things are just like coming out, and it's gross, and I needed a new one. This was 10 bucks. Brushes are a good price at Sally, and while I was there, I got a nail file. This was $1.19, and it's actually a really fabulous file. It's the Fine 240. That was a good purchase. And I got, because I don't go to Sally all that often, even though it's not inconvenient, I just don't go very often, and I've been meaning to get this for months because Haria of Beauty Two Shoes, who is a nail guru, she really liked this as a base coat. It's the Salon Sciences Instant Artificials, and I believe this was $8.49. Yes, $8.49 for Instant Artificials, and you can use it as a base coat, but what it really does is create kind of a thick, very hard, very protective layer on your nails, and I found that I can use this all by itself and my nails look really great. That's kind of what it's designed for, but the reason it's so much better than just a clear top coat, if you just want clear nails, it actually lasts. It really stays. I feel like it's very hard and protective, and when I just try to use a top coat or a clear coat by itself, I feel like within a few hours it's starting to just kind of peel away. Like it's not, I don't know, that's the experience I've always had, but not with this, and it's a really nice product. As a base coat, it's just kind of, I don't notice anything special compared to other base coats, but I really just like it as a clear coat. Okay, we are getting there, guys. We definitely are. Alright, I put this on my Instagram, and please follow me if you're on Instagram. I am Julie's Beauty Dish. I post makeup stuff, I post food stuff, because I am definitely a foodie, and I got an offer from Ulta, just kind of randomly saying, hey, you know, platinum member, you know, if you come in, you can get a free sample of Benefit They're Real. And I have been wanting to try this since it launched. I just never did. I know, like, there's always samples around, but I never got one, and finally I got one. And they didn't say, okay, you have to make a purchase to get this. They just kind of said, come in and get it. But I felt silly and I wanted to, you know, buy something, so I picked up a NYX lip liner in the color Nude Truffle, because I want to sort of play around with the idea of lip contouring, you know, creating kind of a shadow on my lips, and this color might be on the dark side for that, but obviously I haven't used it yet, but we shall see. I will try, and if I figure it out, I'll make a video about it, but we'll see. If you do that, tell me what you used for, like, lip contouring. Alright, I think I'm at the last thing. Yes, I am. Polish Choice. I also posted this on my Instagram. So they were running 15% off everything, and if you spent $50, you got a sample of their new vitamin C serum. And I generally really like Polish Choice products, although not every single one has worked for me, but they're a great line. And I got the Resist Cellular Defense Daily Moisturizer SPF 25 with antioxidants from their Resist Anti-Aging line. This is a all physical sunscreen, so it's titanium dioxide. Oh, it's all titanium dioxide. And it is hydrating, which is one reason I thought it would be good for me. But it kind of leaves, it stays on top of your face, which is what physical sunscreens are supposed to do. But this is not a review, so I was on the fence about maybe returning this, but I think I'm going to keep it. I'll tell you the total, because I took the 15% off the total. So, besides that, I also got the from the Resist line, the Weekly Resurfacing Treatment, 10% alpha hydroxy acid. This is, the alpha hydroxy acids are exfoliating and they help build collagen, and this one is better for dry skin, so I got this. I also got the last thing, the Skin Recovery Hydrating Treatment Mask. And I saw someone talk about this on YouTube, but I was really curious about this product for a while. I got it because I am so dry, and during February I went through like a week where I had like chapped skin, like red, like bad. And it'll just come out of nowhere for me. I'll be doing fine, and then out of nowhere, just really kind of reactive skin. And also the weather's been horrid and cold and dry, so there's that. Anyway, I got this, and this is something you put on at night. You can do it as a mask, but it really feels more like a cream. Like it kind of absorbs into your skin, and it says you can also do it as an overnight mask, a sleep in it mask. So I did that. I didn't think it was anything special. I thought it kind of did just as good a job as my Aveeno eczema cream that I use at night, or a Cetaphil cream that I've used in the past, and I think I'm going to return it. It was only $19, that's the regular price, but it just really disappointed. It didn't do anything like that a mask would do, anything special, so that's unfortunate. I'm thinking of doing a review of all the Paula's Choice products that I have, kind of overall, give you my view on them. I mean, I have maybe 6 of them, 6 products I guess. There's a huge line for all different skin concerns, but let me know if you're interested in that. Okay, so at Paula's Choice, with the 15% off, I spent $64.60, but I will be returning this. I'm almost positive. Okay, so that brings us to time for the total. Drum roll. Okay, drum roll. So, I was pretty happy with how I did this month. I spent a total of $182.25. That's supposed to be on a no-buy, which, you know, theoretically it should be 0, but it's like I needed my take the day off, and I'm gonna buy the Paula's Choice when it's 15% off, but, you know, I'll tell you this, just on makeup, and I included Ipsy in the makeup, just on pure makeup products, I spent $43.54. So the remainder, $138.71, was skincare. And spending on skincare for me is really the thing not to feel guilty about. I mean, as long as you can, you know, you're within reason. But spend on your skin, it is the most important thing, so I'm happy with that. I think I did okay. There is one other little bright spot about this month. I actually spent less in February than I spent in January. In January I spent $248.96, in large part because I bought 2 Hourglass blushes. So yeah. So I didn't make any like big ticket makeup purchases this month, and that's definitely a plus. Alright, so that wraps it up, guys. Again, welcome to any new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me and giving my channel a chance. I hope you found this video interesting. Don't be shy. Leave a comment and let me know what you think. You know, your opinion. You can be honest about my beauty spending and the way I'm doing things, and let me know how you deal with your budget and your beauty needs. I think it's a great conversation to have, and I think we all kind of can relate. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon, and have a wonderful day.